Gentlemen, let me ask you something right up front. Have you noticed that the older you get, the more your body seems to resist you? The energy isn't the same. Erections don't come as quickly or stay as firm as they once did. And sometimes, no matter how much you want to perform, your body just doesn't respond. It's frustrating, even discouraging. And yet, most men over 60 never realize that the solution may be a lot more natural and far simpler than they think. I'm Dr. James Wood, and for over 30 years I've helped men just like you reclaim energy, circulation, and vitality that they thought was gone forever. And today, I want to share something that hardly anyone is talking about. 6 powerful natural oils that can support stronger erections, calmer energy, and better blood flow, even as you age. Now, when I say oils, I don't mean cooking oils from your kitchen shelf. I'm talking about ancient botanical extracts, time-tested natural remedies that have been used in traditional medicine for centuries, but that modern science is finally catching up with. These oils can support circulation, reduce stress, balance hormones, and even awaken desire, all critical ingredients for a healthy, active love life after 60. And here's the exciting part. You don't need a complicated routine. You don't need prescriptions with side effects. You don't need to feel embarrassed or defeated. These oils can be used safely, naturally, and consistently to gently nudge your body back into balance so that you can enjoy intimacy without stress or worry. Think about it. What if you could feel more in control again? What if your partner could notice the difference, not just in performance, but in the energy, confidence, and calm presence you bring into the bedroom? That's what these oils are really about. They don't just improve erections. They help restore the whole man from the inside out. And I want to walk you through each one of them. From Evening Primrose Oil that supports circulation and hormone balance, to Rosemary Oil that naturally stimulates blood flow, all the way to the lesser-known pine needle oil that revives energy and passion. You'll see why these oils deserve a place in your daily life. But before we dive into them, I want you to do one thing. Leave a quick comment down below. Tell me which oil you're most curious about. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you never miss my new advice. Because trust me, what I'm about to share with you could be the missing link you've been searching for. 1. Evening Primrose Oil, circulation and hormone support. Now, let's start with the first oil on my list, and it's one that many men have never even heard of, Evening Primrose Oil. At first glance, you might think this is something more for women because it's often talked about in relation to hormone balance in women. But here's the truth. Men over 60 can benefit just as much, sometimes even more, when it comes to circulation, stamina, and sexual performance. Evening Primrose Oil is rich in something called gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA for short. This is a unique type of fatty acid that your body doesn't easily get from other foods. And why does that matter? Because GLA plays a huge role in supporting healthy blood flow and keeping your arteries more flexible. You see, as we get older, our blood vessels naturally stiffen. Think of it like old rubber tubing. It doesn't bend or expand the way it used to. That stiffness is one of the hidden reasons erections become weaker with age. Erections depend on blood rushing into the penile chambers, filling them quickly and holding the pressure. But if the pipes are stiff and narrow, circulation struggles to get there. Evening Primrose Oil helps by encouraging your body to produce compounds that relax and widen the blood vessels. The result? Blood can flow more freely, not just to your heart and brain, but also where you need it most as a man. Some men report that within weeks of using Evening Primrose Oil, they notice stronger morning erections and more reliable performance at night. But that's not all. Evening Primrose Oil also has a quiet but powerful effect on hormone support. After 60, testosterone levels are often lower and estrogen can become slightly higher than ideal. That imbalance affects energy, mood, and of course, sexual desire. The GLA in Evening Primrose Oil helps regulate hormonal pathways, supporting a healthier balance that favors vitality and masculinity. There's also the anti-inflammatory factor. Chronic inflammation is like a slow fire inside the body. It damages blood vessels, reduces energy, and interferes with nitric oxide production, which is the very molecule you need for erections. Evening Primrose Oil calms that inflammation, protecting the delicate lining of your arteries and helping your system function more efficiently. So how can you use it? Many men over 60 find benefits by taking it in capsule form daily. It's safe, natural, and works gradually, which is exactly what your body needs. Some also use it in massage oils, where it can be absorbed through the skin, giving both circulation and relaxation benefits at once. Gentlemen, if you've been struggling with weaker erections, low desire, or even feeling more sluggish than usual, Evening Primrose Oil is an overlooked but powerful ally. It doesn't work like a quick pill. It works like a gentle daily tune-up, helping restore the foundation of circulation and hormone support that drives your manhood. And that's why it's the first oil I recommend. Because when your blood flow and hormones start working with you instead of against you, everything else begins to improve. 2. Rosemary Oil, natural stimulant for blood flow. Now that we've talked about Evening Primrose Oil, let's move to another powerhouse that often hides in plain sight: rosemary oil. You probably know rosemary as that fragrant herb you might sprinkle over roasted potatoes or lamb. But what many men don't realize is that the oil extracted from this plant has incredible effects on circulation and energy, especially for men over 60 who are looking to regain their performance. Here's why it matters. As I've said before, erections are all about blood flow. If the blood doesn't reach your manhood in sufficient volume and speed, an erection either won't happen or it won't last. Rosemary oil is a natural circulatory stimulant. It helps increase blood flow by gently dilating blood vessels and stimulating the nervous system. In simple terms, it wakes your circulation up. What's fascinating is how rosemary interacts with your body. When you inhale its aroma, compounds in the oil send signals to the brain that trigger alertness and energy. At the same time, when applied topically, say, diluted with a carrier oil and massaged into the skin, it improves local circulation, warming the tissues and encouraging stronger blood flow. This combination of mind stimulation and body activation makes it a double win for older men. Another benefit is its effect on nitric oxide. Research suggests that rosemary oil can enhance your body's ability to release nitric oxide, the very compound that relaxes blood vessels and allows more blood to enter the penis during arousal. Think of it like opening up the gates on a dam. The more nitric oxide, the smoother and faster the flow. But let's not stop at circulation. Rosemary oil also has an impact on stress and fatigue. Many men don't realize how much mental exhaustion affects physical performance. If your mind is tired, distracted, or tense, it's much harder for the body to perform sexually. Rosemary is known for sharpening focus, reducing mental fog, and giving you a natural lift in energy without caffeine or stimulants. That mental clarity plays a direct role in confidence and arousal. So how can you use it? One of the best ways is through aromatherapy. Just a few drops in a diffuser before intimacy can set the stage, calming stress, sharpening the senses, and subtly boosting blood flow. Another way is to mix a few drops with a carrier oil, like coconut oil, and massage it into areas where circulation tends to lag: legs, lower back, or even the inner thighs. Over time, this kind of stimulation helps condition your circulatory system to respond more effectively. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line. Rosemary oil isn't just about smelling good. It's a natural stimulant that reawakens blood flow, clears the mind, and helps restore that quick response your body once had. When combined with the other oils I'll share, it becomes part of a powerful toolkit for reclaiming manhood after 60. 3. Frankincense Oil, stress relief, and male vitality. Now let's shift gears and talk about an oil that works on a slightly different level, not just the body, but also the mind. I'm talking about frankincense oil. When most people hear frankincense, they think of ancient rituals or church incense. And that's true. It has been prized for thousands of years as something sacred. But what many men don't know is that frankincense has some very real, Very practical benefits for male vitality, stress control, and sexual performance. Here's the reality. Erections aren't only physical. Yes, you need blood flow. Yes, you need healthy arteries and nitric oxide. But you also need the right mental state. If your mind is weighed down with stress, anxiety, or tension, your body often won't cooperate. And this becomes even more noticeable after 60, when stress hormones like cortisol can quietly work against testosterone, reducing desire and stamina. Frankincense oil is a natural stress reliever. Its aroma has been shown to calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and encourage a state of deep relaxation. Just breathing it in can lower cortisol levels, allowing your body to shift from fight or flight mode into rest and restore mode. And that's the mode you need to be in if you want intimacy to happen naturally. But there's more. Frankincense also supports the endocrine system, the network of glands that regulate hormones, including testosterone. Men who use it regularly often report feeling more balanced, more centered, and even more resilient against fatigue. That sense of inner strength translates directly into confidence in the bedroom. On the physical side, frankincense has powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic, low-level inflammation is one of the biggest hidden enemies of circulation. It stiffens blood vessels, disrupts nitric oxide, and slows recovery after exertion. Frankincense helps quiet that inflammation, protecting both your heart and your manhood. It's like giving your whole system a reset button. So how can you use it? One of the easiest ways is through aromatherapy, placing a few drops in a diffuser in your bedroom. Not only does it create a calming atmosphere, but it also primes your mind for intimacy. Some men also apply it topically, mixed with a carrier oil, massaging into the chest or abdomen for both relaxation and systemic support. And because frankincense is gentle, it pairs beautifully with other oils, creating a synergy that amplifies their benefits. Gentlemen, think about this. When you're calm, centered, and stress-free, your body responds better. Erections come more naturally. Desire feels stronger. Performance feels less forced and more enjoyable. That's the quiet power of frankincense. It doesn't push your body. It invites it back into balance. And that's why I always include it in my recommendations. Because real male vitality isn't just about the body, it's about the mind too. And when both are working together, intimacy after 60 becomes not just possible, but deeply rewarding. 4. Sandalwood oil, calming power with performance benefits. Now, gentlemen, if frankincense works like a reset for your stress, then sandalwood oil is the quiet strength that steadies your nerves and deepens your performance. Sandalwood has been treasured for centuries in Eastern traditions, not just for its rich, woody aroma, but for its powerful effect on the mind and body. And for men over 60, it carries two benefits that are absolutely vital: calm focus and sexual performance support. Here's why this matters. Many men don't realize that tension, not just physical, but mental, kills erections faster than anything. The minute you feel pressure to perform, your brain releases stress hormones that tighten blood vessels and block sexual response. That's why so many men say, "I wanted to, but my body just wouldn't respond." Sandalwood steps in here as a natural relaxant. When inhaled or applied in small amounts, sandalwood reduces nervous tension and promotes a calm but alert state. It doesn't sedate you, it grounds you. Think of it like having the calm confidence of a man who's fully in control of himself, without worry or self-doubt. That mental shift alone can reignite performance in the bedroom. But here's where sandalwood gets even more interesting. It's considered a natural aphrodisiac. Its aroma stimulates certain brain centers tied to desire and arousal. Studies and centuries of practice suggest that sandalwood can subtly increase libido, making you not just calmer, but more inclined toward intimacy in the first place. For men who struggle with low drive after 60, that gentle boost is exactly what's needed. On the physical side, sandalwood has mild circulation-enhancing effects. While not as stimulating as rosemary, It helps improve blood flow by relaxing the nervous system and lowering stress-driven constriction of the arteries. That means better conditions for erections to form and stay firm. How do you use it? One of the best ways is diffusion. A few drops in a bedroom diffuser before intimacy creates an atmosphere that's both calming and sensual. The rich, grounding scent sets the tone for relaxation and connection. Another method is topical use. Mixing sandalwood with a carrier oil and applying it to pulse points, like the wrists, neck, or chest, so that its calming effects are absorbed slowly through the skin. Some men also combine sandalwood with oils like frankincense or ylang ylang, creating a synergistic blend that balances relaxation with arousal. In fact, sandalwood is often referred to as the bridge oil because it grounds the mind while opening the door to desire. Gentlemen, imagine this. You're not tense, you're not overthinking, you're calm, centered, and fully present. Your partner feels that energy. Your body responds more easily. And intimacy becomes something to enjoy, not something to worry about. That's the real gift of sandalwood oil. It doesn't just support performance. It makes the whole experience richer, smoother, and more natural. And that's why I believe sandalwood deserves a place in your toolkit. Because when the mind is calm, the body always follows. 5. Ylang ylang oil, boosting desire and relaxation. Gentlemen, now we come to one of the most famous oils for intimacy, ylang ylang oil. Even the name itself sounds exotic, and that's because it is. For centuries in Southeast Asia, the blossoms of the ylang ylang tree have been used as a natural aphrodisiac. In fact, in some cultures, newlywed couples would scatter the petals on their beds to spark passion on their wedding night. Now, that's not just tradition, it's biology. Ylang ylang has a unique ability to awaken desire while calming the nervous system. And for men over 60, that exact combination is often what's missing. Let me explain. After a certain age, two things tend to happen at once. Desire decreases and anxiety about performance increases. That double hit can leave you feeling stuck. You don't feel as much like initiating, and when you do, you're worried about whether your body will cooperate. Ylang ylang oil works on both fronts. First, its aroma directly stimulates the limbic system in the brain, the center that regulates emotion, pleasure, and sexual desire. Just inhaling it can create a subtle but noticeable lift in mood and libido. Men often describe feeling more interested or more in the mood after using it, which is exactly what you want if you felt your spark fading. Second, ylang ylang has a proven relaxation effect. It lowers blood pressure, eases tension, and reduces feelings of nervousness. This is important because nothing kills desire faster than stress or self-doubt. By calming those mental blocks, ylang ylang creates space for your natural arousal to rise. It's like removing the brakes while gently pressing the accelerator. On the physical side, ylang ylang also supports better circulation. It helps reduce constriction in blood vessels, allowing more consistent blood flow. That means not only do you feel more desire, but your body is better prepared to act on it. Erections become easier to achieve and maintain when stress is low and circulation is high. So how do you use it? One of the simplest ways is aromatherapy. Place a few drops in a diffuser in the bedroom about 30 minutes before intimacy. The air fills with its sweet, floral aroma, and without even realizing it, you and your partner both begin to relax and feel more connected. Another option is blending it with a carrier oil and using it for massage. This not only allows the oil to absorb into the skin, but also adds the benefit of touch, building intimacy before intimacy even begins. Gentlemen, here's the truth. After 60, intimacy doesn't have to fade. It simply needs a little help to reignite. And ylang ylang oil is one of the most effective natural tools for doing exactly that, by restoring desire, reducing stress, and improving blood flow all at once. That's why I call it the romance oil. It doesn't just support performance. It helps you want to perform and enjoy the experience more fully. 6. Pine needle oil, reviving energy and circulation. Gentlemen, let's talk about the final oil on this list, pine needle oil. Now, this one doesn't get nearly as much attention as the others, but I can tell you from experience, it's a powerful tool for men over 60 who want to restore energy, revive circulation, and feel more alive in the bedroom. Think about the pine tree for a moment, strong, resilient evergreen. No matter the season, it stays vibrant and full of life. Pine needle oil carries that same energy. It's packed with compounds that refresh the body, clear the lungs, and stimulate blood flow. And when you're looking to boost your vitality and erections naturally, that's exactly what you want. One of its biggest strengths is how it revives circulation. Pine needle oil has a stimulating effect on the cardiovascular system. It encourages better blood flow and oxygen delivery throughout the body. For men, this translates directly into stronger, more reliable erections, since erections are essentially a matter of how well blood can fill and stay within the penile chambers. But pine needle oil goes even further. It helps reduce oxidative stress, the kind of cellular damage that builds up with age and slows your system down. That damage affects not only your arteries, but also your energy levels, leaving you feeling tired and less responsive. The antioxidants in pine needle oil help counteract that damage, giving your cells a better chance to function at their best. There's also the energy factor. The fresh, crisp scent of pine needle is incredibly invigorating. Just inhaling it can clear mental fog, open the airways, and lift your mood. Many men describe it as feeling like a breath of fresh mountain air. And that sense of renewal often spills over into intimacy, because when you feel awake, energized, and alive, your performance naturally follows. Another important piece, pine needle oil also supports detoxification. It helps the body flush out toxins and improve circulation in the liver and kidneys. Why does that matter for erections? Because a sluggish body is a heavy body. When your system is burdened, energy drops and circulation suffers. Clearing out that burden allows your natural vitality to rise back to the surface. So how to use it? Pine needle oil is best in aromatherapy. A few drops in a diffuser can create a clean, energizing atmosphere that sharpens the mind and awakens the body. You can also dilute it in a carrier oil and use it in massage to stimulate blood flow in the muscles and lower body. The key here is consistency, using it regularly so your body stays in that refreshed, energized state. Gentlemen, pine needle oil is like nature's wake-up call. It restores energy, revives circulation, and clears away the sluggishness that often creeps in after 60. When combined with the other oils we've discussed, it completes the picture, helping you feel stronger, more confident, and more capable both in daily life and in the bedroom. Final message. Gentlemen, we've just walked through 6 of the most powerful natural oils for men over 60 who want to reclaim their energy, circulation, and performance. Evening Primrose Oil, Rosemary Oil, Frankincense, Sandalwood, Ylang Ylang, and Pine Needle Oil. Each one works in a slightly different way. Some boost blood flow, others calm the mind, others reignite desire. But together, they create a complete foundation for stronger erections and deeper vitality. Now, I want you to take a moment and imagine this picture. You wake up in the morning feeling more energized, not sluggish. Your circulation is strong, your mind is calm, and when the moment of intimacy arrives, you're not worried, you're confident. Your body responds, your partner notices, and instead of frustration, you both enjoy connection, closeness, and satisfaction. That future isn't out of reach, and it doesn't require expensive prescriptions, embarrassing visits, or quick fixes that wear off as fast as they come. The truth is, your body already has the ability to perform. You just need to remove the barriers and give it the natural support it's been missing. These oils do exactly that. But here's the most important thing I want you to remember. Consistency matters. None of these oils are overnight miracles. They're not meant to be. Instead, think of them as gentle, daily reinforcements, slowly conditioning your blood vessels, calming your stress, balancing your hormones and lifting your energy. Day by day, week by week, they help bring your system back into balance. And when your body is balanced, performance follows naturally. Gentlemen, I've spent more than 30 years helping men restore their vitality, and I can tell you this with confidence. Intimacy doesn't have to fade with age. In fact, for many men, their 60s, 70s, and even 80s can become some of the most fulfilling years of their intimate lives, if they learn how to support their health the right way. So here's what I want you to do. Take one of these oils, the one that stood out to you most, and start experimenting with it. Whether it's Evening Primrose capsules, rosemary in a diffuser, or sandalwood blended into a massage oil, just begin. See how your body responds. And as you notice those changes, more energy, calmer confidence, better erections, you'll know you're on the right path. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these oils are you most interested in trying first? Leave your answer down in the comments. I read every one, and I want to know your thoughts. Also, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss my latest advice here on Revive After 60. Because I'll be sharing more natural, science-backed ways to keep your body strong, your energy high, and your intimacy thriving. Remember, age is just a number. With the right tools, your best years can still be ahead of you.